Okay, so one of the things we need to know how to do is how to convert from point slope form to slope y-intercept form. And that's pretty easy. All it involves is multiplying, simplifying, gathering like terms, okay, and that sort of thing. So let's take an example here. Let's say we have y minus 1 equals negative 1/3 x minus 1. Okay? So just out of curiosity here, tell me if you know this, point slope form, what is the point that is given here in this equation? What's one point that you know is on this line? 1, I heard a negative 1, negative 1? 1 positive, okay. Remember, the format is y minus y1, and it's x minus x1. So if these both show minus, it's 1, 1, okay. Positive, you take the other sign, positive 1 is the x, and positive 1 is the y, okay. And the slope, of course, is negative 1/3, right? Now, how to convert to slope y-intercept? It's easy. Like I said, we just want to get rid of brackets by multiplying. So we're going to multiply this number out front by each term inside the brackets here. So we're going to distribute that. So it's going to look like this. The first step is y minus 1 equals, it's going to be negative 1/3 x. What do you get when you multiply negative 1/3 times negative 1? Positive 1/3. Okay, negative times a negative. All right, so we done? Is that it? No, it's not it. Okay, so what we have to do for slope y-intercept form, and let's just draw that right here, that's going to be y equals mx plus b, right? So we need, and the big deal here is y all by itself and positive, right? So we need to get y all by itself and positive. Where's y right now? It's right here. Is it by itself on this side of the equation? No. What do I have over here? I have a minus 1. So how do I get rid of a minus 1? How do I undo that? Get it to the other side? Opposite operation. Plus 1. And you do that to both sides. So let's just show that here. Plus 1 and plus 1. Okay. So that's going to give us, that's going to cancel out. Now we're now going to have y all by itself on this side. Hurrah. On this side, though, we've got one more thing to do, don't we? I can't leave it like this, not simplified. There are like terms I need to gather. Those like terms would be this fraction and this number. Okay? So do you remember how to gather, how to combine those two? Remember what the rule is for doing that? What do you need to add a fraction or a rational like this and a whole number? You need a common, I heard it, common denominator. Very good. Okay. Now the 1, now listen, watch. The 1 is actually 1 over 1, right? So the denominators right now are different. They're 3 and 1. And so how do I get a common denominator? I have to get a 3 on both sides. It's tougher to get a 1 because you'd have to divide by 3, which that doesn't work for 1 very well. And so let's multiply the top and the bottom by 3. Okay? And that's going to give us, I'm going to have enough room here. I'm sure I am. Plus 1 over 3 plus 3 over 3. Does everyone see that 3 over 3 is the same as 1? Okay, see that? All right. So our final step should be fairly straightforward then. Y equals, I'm just going to write up here, y equals negative 1/3 x. And then what do I get when I add these up? 4, you add the tops, over 3. Right, don't add the bottoms. 4 over 3. That's like 1/3 plus 3/3 gives you 4/3. Okay, so that's why you don't change the bottom. Plus 4 over 3. And improper fractions are totally proper in high school. Okay, so for those of you that remember back to elementary and the teacher's like, oh, make that a mixed fraction. You don't have to make it a mixed fraction. Improper is fine. Okay, as long as it's simplified. And this is simplified. Okay, so there's our answer. Does that look good? Any questions about that? No? Multiply, gather like terms, y all by itself and positive, you're done. So now I can get some more information actually. The slope should be the exact same, which it is. That's great. But I also know another point now, and that is the point 0, 4/3. That is the y-intercept. Okay?